Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Fall Bundle of October 2023 to help you in picking your 10 games. By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you also have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support will mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Infinite Beyond the Mind, a game that brings back the classic charm hack and slash and beat 'em up games with a blend of platforming and shoot 'em up elements. You'll step into the shoes of either Olga or Tanya, tasked with thwarting the nefarious Queen Evangeline Brahman's plot for world domination. The game's primary mechanic centers around hack and slash beat 'em up gameplay, where you'll engage in combat against a variety of foes using simple attack commands. While the combat lacks depth, it's still gratifying to mow down hordes of enemies. The game also includes platforming sections that involve navigating platforms, dodging enemy attacks, and jumping over gaps. Periodically, you'll encounter shoot 'em up levels, switching your character to a ship-like form equipped with ranged weaponry. These sections offer a refreshing change of pace from the melee combat. Infinite Beyond the Mind doesn't introduce many original mechanics, staying true to the traditional elements of its respective genres. It does, however, offer local co-op, enhancing the gameplay by allowing you to join forces with a friend. While it doesn't break new grounds, the game is accessible, fun, and responsive. However, the simplicity and repetitive nature of the gameplay may become evident during extended play. With multiple chapters, each containing 3 levels and a boss fight, the game offers a reasonable amount of content. Levels are relatively short, and the estimated completion time for the game is around 2 to 3 hours. Your appreciation of Infinite Beyond the Mind will depend on your fondness for hack and slash, beat 'em up, platformer, and shoot 'em up games. If you have an affinity for these genres and you can overlook the lack of originality, you'll find nostalgic enjoyment in this retro-inspired title. At number 2 we have DUSK 82, an interesting take on the original Dusk, but it's essential to understand that this game is more of a reimagining than a direct remake. While Dusk was all about fast-paced first-person shooter action, DUSK 82 transforms the gameplay into a turn-based retro puzzler with an abundance of lo-fi charm. The story remains irrelevant in both games, revolving around the premise of shooting monsters. In DUSK 82, you'll find yourself navigating 30 levels comprised of low-fidelity tiles that represent various elements of the game. To progress, you must eliminate all monsters and locate the exit. While shooting monsters is a thematic consistency, the game's real challenge comes from the puzzles. In this turn-based environment, you'll need to use your limited turns wisely to engineer scenarios where enemies trigger landmines, shoot each other, or fall into deadly traps. DUSK 82 maintains the core inventory items from Dusk, turning weapons, keys, and medkits into usable inventory items. Different enemies and obstacles react differently to your arsenal, requiring you to make strategic choices. Completing all 30 levels of DUSK 82 will take you roughly 2 hours, making it a concise but enjoyable experience. While secrets are scarce, you can aim for high scores through bonus items. Additionally, the built-in level editor and Steam Workshop support provide potential replay value and the opportunity for custom level creation. DUSK 82 offers a unique retro puzzling experience with a Dusk-themed facade. If you're looking for a fresh take on the Dusk universe and enjoy turn-based puzzles, DUSK 82 is worth a try. At number 3 we have Drink More Glurp, a delightful and chaotic turn-based party athletics game that offers a refreshing blend of co-op-style physics, ragdoll runners hilarity, and clever YouTube product placement humor. This local multiplayer game allows up to 20 players to take turns in dressing up their rubbery cartoon characters before embarking on a rollercoaster ride of wacky sports challenges. Your character's quirky movement mechanics involve rotating their arms with analog sticks to make them run forward like giant wheels. You can also grab objects using your character's arms and fling them in different directions, adding an element of controlled chaos to the game. While the jumping mechanic feels clunky, it contributes to the overall zaniness. The game features approximately 15 base events that mirror real-life Olympic activities, including running, hurdles, throwing, downhill racing, shooting, and basketball. What makes Drink More Glurp truly stand out are the sponsored variants for each event, which completely transform the gameplay. These variants introduce unpredictable and exaggerated elements, such as floppy arms, miniature dino arms, rockets, jetpacks, and weightless gravity. The ever-changing conditions and physics keep the gameplay fresh and entertaining. Drink More Glurp truly shines when enjoyed with friends. Competing for medals and sharing laughs as you navigate through obstacles and bizarre physics make it a fantastic party game. However, the lack of split-screen multiplayer is a missed opportunity, and certain controls, particularly the jumping and aiming, can feel chaotic. Some events are either too challenging or uneventful, and could benefit from better balance. Despite these issues, Drink More Glurp offers a unique and hilarious multiplayer experience, with thousands of event and mutator combinations to keep the fun going. And number 4 we have
Scarlet Tower, a roguelite game that once again draws inspiration from Vampire Survivors. You play as one of the 7 characters trying to survive waves of enemies for 20 minutes. The game has a unique progression system where you can earn XP and gold during the day, which allows you to level up and upgrade weapons or passive abilities. At night, enemies are more vicious, but you earn night crystals, which are upgrade glyphs on your abilities and faction-specific skills. The game features a variety of weapons, and when 2 compatible weapons max out, they fuse to become even more powerful. Unlike Vampire Survivors, you can level up the fused weapon, making it even stronger. You can also use gold to upgrade your character's unique abilities and core stats, or level up familiars for passive upgrades. Scarlet Tower's environments are engaging, with actual obstacles, making it more strategic than looping crowds of enemies. You can raise the corruption level for more rewards, but it makes the level harder. The day and night cycle makes things more strategic, as you might want to level up quickly during the day and set yourself up to survive more easily at night. Scarlet Tower has room to grow, with the developer planning to add more characters and quality of life additions. The game lacks Vampire Survivors humor, but has gorgeous graphics and unique ideas. Overall, Scarlet Tower has its own identity that sets it apart from other roguelike games, and is worth trying if you enjoy Vampire Survivors.
And number 5 we have
Epistory, Typing Chronicles. The narrative involves 2 branching stories involving the narrator and the character on screen, which come together in the end. However, this game is more known for how beautiful the papercraft world is and the challenge that it will provide. When you start the game, the first thing you'll notice is the key bindings for your movements. You move with E, F, J, and I instead of the usual W, A, S, D. This is done to allow you to move the fox-running protagonist around while staying in the middle of the keyboard so you can switch between moving and typing very quickly. Tapping the spacebar will engage in typing mode, allowing you to interact with the environment. This game offers light puzzles to solve while moving around and intense combat, both of which involve typing. Some of the best areas combine both puzzles and combat. Combat starts out quite simply by typing words that appear above the head of various insects. Some enemies will have multiple words in a row. Small bugs typically require single letters, but they come in swarms, so you have to tap your keyboard keys quickly and keep a lookout for singular letters. Large monsters usually have semi-difficult words to type under pressure. You'll soon have access to 4 types of magic: fire, which will burn the next word on a single bug; ice, which will freeze enemies for a short time; electricity will change the nearby enemies; and wind will knock them back for advancing to you. Some enemies can only be affected by specific flavor of words. You can change your type of magic by typing out the name of the magic. There's a lot to juggle, especially when you have 10 monsters of varying elements crawling to you at once. Epistory is definitely one to play if you're into typing games. It is really well crafted and is worth your time.
And number 6 we have GemCraft, Frostborn Wrath, a captivating single-player tower defense experience. The core principle of GemCraft is straightforward: construct towers to safeguard your core from approaching waves of adversaries. However, what distinguishes GemCraft is its innovative use of gems. You'll insert various gems into your towers, each with unique abilities. The key to success lies in fusing these gems. You can combine different gem types, resulting in versatile gems that unlock a plethora of strategic options. The game starts with a substantial level of difficulty, but progressively evolves into a more formidable challenge. Even in the face of failure, you accrue valuable experience and resources, which enhance your capabilities. The game also introduces self-imposed and challenge-based modifications to sustain gameplay variety. Resource management plays a pivotal role in GemCraft. Experience points allow you to level up and expand your mana pool, fueling your abilities during battles. Talismans, resembling puzzle pieces, provide bonuses and can be upgraded for heightened effects. Shadow cores, earned whether you win or lose, serve as valuable resources for various enhancements. The game offers a diverse range of towers, walls, traps, lanterns, pylons, and more to empower your strategic arsenal. Each element contributes uniquely to the battlefield. GemCraft features an engrossing story that players can explore at their own pace. The game retains its classic aesthetic, offering an efficient top-down view that simplifies battlefield oversight. Color-coded elements distinguish various areas, while diverse enemy designs enable quick identification. Gem shapes and colors effectively communicate their types and abilities. Whether you're a devoted tower defense enthusiast or new to the genre, this game deserves a prominent spot in your collection. And number 7 we have Through the Woods, a psychological horror adventure set in a remote Norwegian forest, inspired by Norse mythology and focusing on the story of a mother searching for her missing son. The story begins with the mother and her son, Aspen, arriving at a lakeside forest cabin. While the mother is there looking for work, Aspen's restlessness and curiosity lead to his disappearance. The game explores themes of family bonds, maternal struggles, and the consequences of past mistakes. It also integrates Norse mythology and local folklore, creating a dark and mysterious atmosphere. Gameplay involves exploration, with a walking simulator-like feel during initial stages. As the game progresses, it introduces a variety of environments, including caves, rope bridges, and small residential areas. However, some elements feel disjointed and disconnected from the main narrative, which may result in player detachment. The graphics feature detailed set pieces and lighting effects, creating a visually appealing atmosphere. Character animations and expressions are notably lacking, and water effects are somewhat lacking in realism. The sound design stands out, with an ambient soundtrack and character noises enhancing the game's atmosphere. However, some voice acting and dialogue delivery fall short of expectations. Through the Woods is criticized for its short length and somewhat shallow experience. The story could benefit from more development and immersion in Norse mythology. The game's set pieces and aspects of its content feel unearned, and the game lacks depth. Through the Woods is seen as a missed opportunity, featuring a potentially ambitious project with elements that do not fully come together. Its genre and story execution feel underdeveloped, and while it has moments of visual and auditory appeal, it falls short of delivering a truly engaging and immersive experience. And number 8 we have Re-Legion, a cyberpunk real-time strategy game that attempts to bring fresh ideas to the genre. The game introduces you to Alien, a cult leader on a mission to take down corporations and a mysterious group known as the Ones. The plot follows his efforts to dismantle a mind control device that has enslaved the population to hedonistic pleasures. However, the game's writing leaves much to be desired, often portraying characters as less intelligent than necessary. The core gameplay mechanics in Re-Legion are quite standard for an RTS, involving gathering of units with various abilities to face off against enemy forces. What sets it apart is its resource system, involving crypto, faith, and a unique mechanic of evangelizing citizens to join your army. Unfortunately, the game doesn't fully capitalize on these innovative ideas. Resources become overly abundant, and the game's difficulty is undermined. The AI in Re-Legion is predictable and lacks the strategic depth required for an RTS. The pathfinding system is subpar, and the hero units, which should add complexity to the game, are underutilized. The lack of content, including the absence of multiplayer and skirmish missions, contributes to a short gameplay experience. On a more positive note, Re-Legion boasts a captivating art style and a fitting soundtrack. The cyberpunk city design and the glitchy advertisements contribute to a unique visual experience. However, the voice acting could use improvement. Re-Legion introduces intriguing ideas, but struggles to execute them effectively. The missions lack depth and complexity, and the AI leaves much to be desired. While the game's art style and soundtrack are commendable, the overall experience falls short due to its various shortcomings. And number 9 we have Stygian, Reign of the Old Ones, a game that offers a hardcore RPG experience, immersing you in a Lovecraftian narrative set in the 1920s city of Arkham, Massachusetts. This game stands out by embracing the classic RPG elements, such as intricate character creation and challenging gameplay, which do not hold your hand. It takes you on a journey filled with unrelenting difficulty, echoing Lovecraft's tales more effectively than many of its peers. Right from the start, you have the freedom to craft your character, choosing from various archetypes fitting the Lovecraftian horror theme. Your character's background, gender, age, and belief system all influence your stats and dialogue options throughout the game. Stygian delivers a throwback to hardcore strategy RPGs like Fallout and Wasteland, offering a deep and complex world. The game emphasizes managing both health and sanity, a tough challenge in a city plagued by madness. You'll deal with mind-altering drugs, addiction, and scarce resources, adding layers of complexity to your survival. While combat is tough and can lead to unfavorable outcomes, the game encourages avoiding fights when possible. The Hex grid-based turn-based combat system emphasizes back attacks and status ailments, making it a formidable challenge. However, a helpful feature allows you to retry encounters that go south, minimizing lost progress. The narrative offers various questlines that delve into different aspects of Lovecraftian fiction. The game's writing masterfully captures Lovecraft's style, emphasizing descriptive text and compelling dialogues. Your choices and character traits influence your experience, providing replay value. Despite its strengths, Stygian disappoints with an abrupt and unsatisfying ending. This anticlimactic conclusion can feel like a letdown after investing in a rich narrative. However, if you enjoy challenging gameplay and intricate character management in a Lovecraftian world, Stygian is worth exploring. And number 10 we have S.W.I.N.E HD Remaster, a game that brings back a 20-year-old classic animal-themed real-time strategy game, where you have the unique opportunity to play as either pigs or rabbits, caught in a fierce war between these two unlikely factions. In this nostalgic title, the game's simplicity shines. It's a straightforward and action-intense RTS, with no base building elements. The main focus is on battle and strategy, making it accessible even to newcomers. The missions are not complicated, and objectives are clear: defend, destroy, or reach a specific destination. The game differentiates between the pig and the rabbit factions by offering distinct military vehicles. Pigs have heavier and slower vehicles, while rabbits have lighter and faster ones. The game's lack of complex mission briefings and objectives adds to its ease of play. S.W.I.N.E HD Remaster manages to uphold its appeal with improved graphics, sound, music, and more. It boasts a catchy soundtrack, and the visuals are pleasing considering the game's age. While the AI can be somewhat lacking in intelligence at times, the game's simplicity and action-packed nature more than compensate for this shortcoming. It may not be suitable for players who prefer base-building elements in RTS games. Some players might also find it too easy, and a few enemy units and structures can be somewhat resilient. Despite these minor drawbacks, S.W.I.N.E HD Remaster offers a fun, creative, and nostalgia-filled experience. If you're a fan of simplified RTS games, or enjoyed the original S.W.I.N.E game, this remastered edition is a worthy pick. With two eccentric factions, plenty of military vehicles to choose from, humor, and improved features, this animal-themed RTS is a delightful blast from the past. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is alright. It feels a lot more casual than most bundles. However, this bundle is on the really cheap side, and the games in it are well worth it. Some standout games are Scarlet Tower, Epistory, Stygian, and DUSK 82. In any case, kindly show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to connecting with you in the upcoming video.